Let's go. It's episode 29 of the Gory Hole podcast. My name is Jenny.
I'm Nikki.
Happy birthday, Nikki.
Thank you.
Nikki has joined me in the last year of her 30s.
I have. Yeah. It's a thing. I am a little bit wiggly about getting older. We've talked about that.
Yeah.
But I also have always really loved my birthday. I love it.
You have a good birthday.
Tutu.
Yeah.
Tutu.
But you just like your birthday and you
Groundhog Day.
always like
I've
enjoy
always
it.
loved, yeah. I don't know. Like I feel like a princess and do fun shit and spoil myself and I don't know.
I'm the same
I like
way.
it. Like Todd
Yeah.
hates his birthday and he doesn't want to talk about it. He doesn't want a party. He doesn't want any sort of celebration. I'm the opposite. I'm like, let's do all the things.
Yep.
I have an excuse to eat whatever I want.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go out to eat.
Oh, yeah.
I will eat all the cake.
Uh-huh.
Like I love it. I've always loved it.
That's usually what I do too. It's
Yeah.
like I need to have a good breakfast. I need to have a good coffee. I want to have a good lunch. I want to
Yeah.
have a good dinner, and I want dessert.
Yeah.
And I want all the drinks.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And I want everybody to buy them for me.
Exactly.
Because it's my day.
Yeah, I like it. I like celebrating my birthday.
Yeah, it is fun.
Yeah.
Your birthday is I feel like beginning of
Groundhog's
February-
Day.
Yeah, Groundhog's Day. Do you like that movie?
I do. I love that movie.
It's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
I love Bill Murray.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So yeah, you have a good birthday. I like the date of yours a little better than I like mine. Do you have a favorite birthday?
Like the number?
Or I guess
In the past?
was there one from the past that kind of stands out as like your favorite birthday that you've had?
Shoot, dang. My favorite birthday. I'm trying to think of like things that I've done on my birthday. Well,
I guess the reason I'm asking, I have a reason.
okay.
Since my birthday was also recently,
Mhm.
my husband and I had this conversation
Mhm.
about the kinds of things kids did back in like the 90s and
Mhm.
stuff for their birthdays. Like, did you ever have like a McDonald's birthday?
I never did, but I went to several of my
I
friends
went to
that
several
had.
McDonald's birthdays
I never got
too.
anything big like that.
I never had a McDonald's birthday,
Mm-mm.
but
We
that
had-
was big. In
There
the
was
90s.
one in Kansas City, Kansas that had a train car.
Yes,
You
I
remember
was
that?
literally telling Ryan about
Yep.
that. And the birthday kid got this like giant Happy Meal box that was
Mhm.
filled with Happy Meal toys.
Oh, that's nice.
At this one kid's birthday, they
That's
brought out like a
nice.
giant Happy Meal box, and
You
it was
just got a
just
bunch
filled
of
with a
toys.
variety of toys
Wow.
from all the past Happy
Killer.
Meals.
Yeah, I didn't get that, but I did like attend a bunch of those.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think. My favorite one was probably, it's cliche, but probably 16.
Yeah.
Like I remember I was around the same age as a lot of my girlfriends at the time. And
Mhm.
so some of them were 16 already and able to drive already. And I wasn't quite there, but I had my permit.
Mhm.
And so 16 was like freedom. Like you
Yeah.
could go drive around. And I remember a lot of my friends came over to celebrate my birthday with like me and my family. So it was like the first time that a bunch of my friends were there and we're like, all right, let's go. Let's wrap this family bullshit up so we can go drive around and like be hooligans. So
Right.
that one was memorable. Yeah, I can't really think of like a crazy big memorable birthday between then and
Yeah.
now. I mean, I always just typically do the same thing.
Yeah. Kind of the same way.
Yeah.
Do you remember like kids back in the 90s going to like jungle gyms? Do you remember that place or Discovery Zone?
Discovery Zone.
Yeah.
I loved Discovery Zone.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. Yes. So I would go to a lot of birthday parties at
And Chuck E.
Discovery Zone.
Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. I loved that shit.
Oh yeah. It was the
Give
best.
me the urination ball pit.
Uh-huh.
Like before I knew any better, I was diving in their face first.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
Going down the slide.
Mhm.
Oh God. Gross.
Right.
Fucking gross.
They're so much fun though.
Oh yeah. I loved it. I loved Discovery Zone and all that shit. I loved
Uh-huh.
it so much.
That stuff was so big. And
Uh-huh.
It's like none of that really seems to exist
I don't
anymore.
see. I mean, I know Chuck E. Cheese is still around. Do you
Yeah.
remember when Chuck E. Cheese was called Showbiz Pizza?
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember
was the
that
jam.
very well.
Yep.
It was-
I would go to that with my little cousin all the time.
You know, my dad said one of the worst parts of his kids getting older was that he didn't get to get pizza at Chuck E. Cheese anymore because he always thought they had like the best pizza.
Really? Did they? I
mm.
never really paid attention to the food. I just wanted to go.
Well, I guess he
spend people's
remembered
money.
really liking it. He was like, man, the day my kids got too old for Chuck E. Cheese and I had to say goodbye to that pizza.
Wow. I didn't know it was really known for a good pizza.
I mean, he really liked it. I don't really remember either, but
Yeah, we were too busy like
playing and
shoving dollars into machines.
Yep.
throwing skee balls around. And yeah, so I loved that. But I know there's Chuck E. Cheese still around, but I don't ever see Discovery Zone or anything like that anymore.
Yeah, I don't either. And I've got, like, I've mentioned a million nieces and nephews. And a lot of their birthdays are more at places that are like, they're way more supervised than they were in the 90s.
Okay.
Like,
Just like everything.
There's not a lot of places where it's like just tubes that you throw your kid into anymore.
You're just like, here's the ball pit. I'm going to be over here drinking beer.
Yeah, it's not like that anymore. Parents are like
Makes
involved
sense.
and shit.
Yeah. What do they do? Like, where do they go?
I know there was like one little like gymnasium place I went to one time that just was like, it was basically exercise. It was like a little exercise circuit that the kids went through, and they were like supervisors, and the parents would watch through the window. And I was like, this is lame. I was like, this is way too safe.
Lame.
This is way too safe to be fun. Way too safe to be fun.
I want to go into one of those nets up in the sky, like either at McDonald's or in Discovery Zone, and get your legs stuck in it.
Yeah,
and like,
even like all the arcades and stuff. It's I just feel like they seemed so much more fun when we were kids.
Yeah.
And everything's just so supervised. And it's like,
so
and I get why.
I get it. I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Dude, it's like we
Back
just got
in
like,
my day.
Yeah, we just got thrown into ball pits and tunnels, and parents were like, "See ya in a day, I guess, whenever you come out."
Oh God, I remember. Speaking of that, like being at Discovery Zone or something like that, and it'd be time to go, and I'd be like, "Fuck you, no! I'm just gonna go in here. I'm gonna hide. You can't come get me. So no, we'll go when I want to go."
allowed to go in those.
No, and I don't think they can fit in a lot of the shit. Like the little tubes you have to crawl through and stuff. Like I remember just being, my mom would be like, "All right, we're gonna go." I'd be like, "No, we're not. No, we're absolutely not. We'll go when I want to go." So I would just fucking disappear in the maze.
You're never gonna find me.
Go to the bottom of the ball pit and just like bury yourself and be like, "Nope, I'm staying here."
I used to do that too.
Oh God, the pee that must be in there.
Oh, probably.
That was in our eyeballs.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But we're alive to talk about it, so.
We are. I loved it. Loved it.
Yeah. The McDonald's ones were really big when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I feel like now, if some parent was like inviting me to like their kid's birthday and they're like, "It's at McDonald's," I'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, does McDonald's still have play areas?
I don't think it does.
I mean, there might be one in so long. I don't even know.
In some places that do, but like that was like our place growing up at the 90s.
Yep. Yeah.
It was like Playland back when McDonald's used to be like a restaurant.
Like a restaurant you would go sit down in.
Do you remember the McDonald's in Wyandotte County that had like the pictures of the Beatles on the wall?
No, I
think it was the one on State Avenue. Kind of not too far from where you grew up, and same with me.
I do not remember that.
But I remember going there for lunch with like relatives and stuff, and there was like pictures of like the Beatles on the wall.
That's funny.
And like musicians and stuff, and like these trippy like pictures of them too. It wasn't like, I don't know. I'd have to look up the pictures.
I haven't
to
been
show you.
inside of a McDonald's in a fortnight.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know. Like
Fortnite.
I don't even know what one looks like anymore.
I don't remember last time I've been inside of a McDonald's.
It's probably been like at high school. I don't know.
Like, who goes into them?
Yeah.
You go through the drive-through when you're on a road trip.
I
That's how you.
I haven't even done that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If I'm getting fast food, it's like Chipotle or I don't know. Like I have an aversion to McDonald's and Burger King and shit. I don't know what.
Really?
It is. I don't know what it is.
If I'm on a road trip, I'm like, if that's the closest thing, that's what we're getting.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna starve.
That's fair.
I do think McDonald's French fries, though, if you're not feeling well, those are the
They
best
heal you?
tasting thing.
That's fair.
It's because they're just crunchy and salty.
And
And if you're all sinusy and stuff, and that's all you can taste,
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, give me some McDonald's French fries. That's the only thing that sounds good.
Nice.
Okay, so thought that would be kind of Ryan and I were talking about that, just like with all the old, how different birthday parties are between kids nowadays and what we used to have.
Yeah.
Did you say you'd watch some movies? Or?
I have. Yes.
Okay.
I'm consulting my little list here.
Yeah. I wanna hear.
All right. We watched. It's been a couple weeks ago now, and after I watch or read something, it leaves my brain. So I'm trying to remember what this was. Okay. It's called Boogeyman.
Boogeyman. Okay.
It was based on a short story by Stephen King, and it is. I'm trying to remember because I watched so many during my sick week, and like. It was a haze, I'm telling you. But this one, if I remember correctly, was It was kind of like a play on. Have you seen Lights Out? It's similar.
I think so,
like
yeah.
the monster comes when the lights are off.
Yeah. I've seen
So it's similar to that. Like
Okay.
The boogeyman, if you will, like lives. There's kids in it, and it's like them running from this boogeyman in the house, and they, if the lights are off, they get scared, and then they see shit in the shadows, and and this little girl has this cool like, it looks like a moon, and it's kind of like a little. Almost like a lamp, I guess, like a battery-powered lamp. She like sleeps with it in her bed, so it's like a ball, and it looks like a moon, and it glows. So she sleeps with it in her bed, and then like she'll wake up, and it'll be like on the floor. So she'll grab it, and then like she'll carry it around with her. So their house is dark, and then you see her like with the shadows, and then she'll hear something, so she'll roll it down the hallway, and then you see like a monster light up, or it's just like creepy stuff like that. It was pretty good.
That sounds cool.
It was a good one, and then that one also.
Newer?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
The last couple years, I think.
Okay.
And then that one had. I feel like a lot of horror movies have some aspect of grief or a recent death or something. So this one had that. Like the little girl's mom had recently died, so it's like 2 little girls, and then a single dad.
Okay.
And so they are playing with the. We want to see our mom and talk to our mom again, but we're scared of the boogeyman, and like, is it mom coming to say hi, or is it the boogeyman? Like, I don't know, stuff like that. It was pretty good. I liked it. Yeah. That was a good one. There was a lot of good jump scares in it.
Ooh, I like
that. She'd like look under her bed, and there'd be like, ah! Like it was good stuff like that. It was a good one. And then I watched Haunting in Connecticut.
Oh, how was that?
I was disappointed.
Really?
I've heard it talked up for so long, and I finally watched it.
I can do it. When things get too talked up, I think I can ruin them.
Yeah, it's I don't remember how old it is, but it's set back in 90s. Mm-hmm. I think it's set in the 90s, and it's not that old. It's not it was recorded more recently, but it's set in the 90s. And let me tell you, the acting, I don't know if they were trying to make it super cheesy acting wise, like what you would see in the 90s, but it was like hard to watch. The story was good. The jump scares were good, but the main characters in it, like the acting was just fucking rotten. And the dialogue in it was like fucking shitty. It just wasn't great. But everybody has said that's so good, and I've had it on my list for so long, and I finally watched it, and I was like, ah. But there's a second one. Okay. I haven't watched that one yet. But what kind of made it cool is it's supposed to be based on a true story. Mm-hmm. But like I said, the story is good. Yeah. But it's just like the writing and the dialogue is like, God damn, it's just fucking cheesy. And not in a good way. Not in like a funny 80s slasher cheesy. It's like, I don't know. It's just kind of like, meh. Yeah. Meh. I'd give it a 2 out of 5 bags of diarrhea. Ooh. Maybe even
low.
A 1.5.
Ooh, that's low. Okay.
It wasn't great.
Not a lot of diarrhea.
Not a lot of diarrhea, which a normal person would say is a good thing. Yeah. But not here at the Gory Hole.
Not here in the Gory Hole.
No. Mm-mm. No, we want lots of bags of diarrhea, and I can't give it very many. So that's what I got.
All right.
What about you?
I didn't really watch a lot of movies, even when I was sick.
You still reading?
I'm still reading. Yeah. I finished Throne of Glass, which I know I mentioned that I had started that, but I don't think I told you that I finished it.
I don't think so.
Which is another series by Sarah J. Maas, who wrote ACOTAR. Okay. And I finished the first book, and I loved it. Okay. Super exciting. Getting ready to start the second one. But because it's kind of a long series, I decided to read another book in between. And just for fun, did you ever read Frankenstein?
No.
Mary Shelley, Frankenstein? I've read it a few times before, and I have a copy of it, and I hadn't read it in years, and so it's a really short book, and then I just, sat down and read it, and I was like, well, I'm going to read it, and I'm going to watch one of the old Frankenstein movies. I haven't gotten to the movie yet, but I read the book, and it's a good book.
I love that you're like, since this is a long series, I'm just going to throw in one in between just for fun. It'll be quick. Yep. And I would take, a month to do that.
How's ACOTAR coming along?
I'm about halfway.
Okay.
It's good. I like it. It's good. I just had the first sex scene with
Feyre and Tamlin.
Feyre and Tamlin, yes. Thank you for Tampon.
Yep.
I have to think of their weird names, but it's good.
It is.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked the first one, and I know people say it's the worst one, but it really does have a cool kind of Beauty and the Beast kind of vibe to it, and I kind of dig that.
Yeah, I like it.
But pretty much ever since I got over my illness, it was just so freaking cold, and I'd already kind of spent the whole week like on the couch watching like The Office and Chicago Med, which is just kind of like my two shows I like to watch reruns of, and. Once I felt better, I was like, I want to do something. Yeah. But it was also so cold, couldn't really go anywhere.
Couldn't do much.
So Ryan and I kind of started. I'm kind of a crafty kind of person. Yeah. I like to do crafts and stuff. So I started like making candles.
Oh yeah, and I saw some videos.
Yeah, and making like stovetop potpourri and stuff. And so that's kind of been like my thing to do in the cold evenings is make stuff like that. And even Ryan's enjoying it. He's like, I wish we had more candle stuff so we could make more candles. And I'm like, I'm shocked you love this.
Cute. That's awesome.
So we're trying it out. We'll see how good we get.
Yeah.
We lit one of them the ones we made the other night. It did not explode.
Does it smell good?
It does smell good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I put eucalyptus in it.
Nice. So it's funny you say crafty because I started my own little craft. Yeah. Sort of. So in the last couple weeks since, when I was sick and I couldn't fucking go anywhere and it was cold and I didn't want to get anyone else sick, so I stayed home and I was off work and I was like, I'm tired of watching TV. What am I going to do? And you just kind of like, Todd and I were trying to stay apart so I didn't get him sick and all this. So I was like, what can I do? And so I started looking at videos on crocheting.
Oh, really?
And so I looked up something like, can I Amazon crochet shit fast enough to get here before I'm over this? So I got some stuff and I started fucking around with it and I started watching tutorial videos on crochet. Yeah. And there's these like little stuffed animal. I think it's called amiguri. Stuffed animals that you crochet, like a little stuffed animal. So I bought some kits on Amazon to do that. It's real hard. Yeah. So I got that and I've started messing around with that. And then after I got better, I went to the craft store and I got stuff to crochet a blanket. And then I found this yarn that's like, you don't need a crochet hook or knitting needles or anything. You just, it's got like loops on it. Yeah. And you just,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. So you don't have to have a tool. So I've been working on that. It's fun. It's good. It's like, so I can like play something in the background and
to
then
learn how to crochet or knit or something.
Yeah.
I think crochet is a little easier than knitting.
I don't know. I think so. But I'm not positive because I haven't learned a lot about knitting. But so I'll be on the couch like fucking with my blanket.
Cousin Breezy does that.
Really? I'll be on the couch fucking with my blanket and I'll be like humming and Todd will walk in and he'll be like, you humming while you're crocheting, you old lady? And I'm like, oh yeah, I guess this is kind of old.
And he'll
be
me
like,
a cup of tea.
Yeah. He'll be like, you doing
okay? Get my glasses.
You doing okay over there, Grandma? And I'm like, hey, fuck you, man.
So you won't be talking shit when you have a warm blanket to snuggle up with.
And that bitch is cold, so he's going to love this blanket I'm making right now.
Right?
So, yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been, like, I used to, like, paint a lot and stuff and do, like, a bunch of different crafts, but painting is really, really expensive and really, really messy.
Yeah.
It's still fun. But I just was like, I was having a crafting bug. I was like, I need to do something with my hands.
Yes.
I need to feel productive. Yep. And I started putting like candle making supplies. That's all I've been doing, watching on TikTok how to make candles. And it's actually really not that hard.
Nice.
It's kind of fun. It makes your house smell good, even just making them.
Cool.
So that's kind of my thing. We'll post some pics of our craft projects for you guys.
And we know this is not gory, but it's life. So there you go.
And you never know. Maybe you'll make a fucked up little animal.
You know what I want to learn to make is you can crochet, like what a granny square is? Like part of a square of an Afghan. It's called a granny square where you crochet like a square and you put the squares together and make an Afghan or a sweater or whatever. You can make them and put a skull in it. You can crochet a skull, and that's my goal is to learn how to crochet a skull into the middle of a granny square.
That's pretty awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
It's fucking badass.
I would wear that.
If I could do like a black and red motif, like our logo.
That'd be cool.
Right?
See, I want to make a bleeding candle.
Oh, yeah.
So see, we're still fucked up.
Like
we're getting old,
bleeding
but
candle. So like if you light it and it
But I want it to drip red.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I want to figure out how to do that.
I have a
That's
fake
like my
bleeding
ultimate
candle.
goal is to like make like a big candle, and when I light it, it drips red.
That'd be awesome.
I really want to do that.
Yeah.
And I think making some cool like Halloween candles and stuff would be awesome. Like a skull candle or something.
For sure.
So see, we're still gory. We might be old ladies, but we're still gory.
We're gonna make it kind of gory. What if you made a candle that smelled like a fart? I don't know why you'd want it, but it'd be funny.
It'd be a good prank gift.
It would.
To give somebody.
You could like label it like fields of lavender.
Right.
And then they'd light it and they'd be like, ugh. That'd be funny as shit.
Did you see a lot of crafters, since we talked about Saltburn in the last episode, have been making candles and they're calling it Jacob Elordi's bathwater?
Ew. Nice. I wonder what it smells like.
I don't know. If it smells like him, I'm down. I don't care what he smells like. I just want to smell him. I don't care.
I want him in my nose.
Yes. I would lick him.
I would lick him. I'd lick the bottom of his foot right now.
Yeah, I would smell him and lick him. Whatever you wanted me to do, I would
Whatever
do.
you want, sir. Mm-hmm. I'm in.
Yeah, like I'll do it. I don't care. I had something else. I was elderly. I had something else I was about to say and I forgot what it was.
Damn it, Jenny.
I know.
Well,
old.
Let's move on and maybe it'll come back to you.
Yeah, maybe. Damn it. It's going to piss me off. I literally had something else I wanted to say after the bathwater candle.
Was it about Jacob Elordi?
No.
Farts? Fart candle?
Wait.
Sneaky?
Hang on. It's coming back.
We're getting somewhere. Fart cloud, fart smell, fart candle, quacker.
Damn it.
Oh, you lost it again?
Maybe.
What if I just keep saying fart things?
Fart things are cool.
Toot.
Hey, question.
Yeah.
Just speaking of farts.
Uh-huh.
What sound do you think is funnier? A snort or a fart?
Fart, 100%.
Really?
Fart.
Absolutely. I actually
Absolutely.
think I would say a snort is funnier than a fart.
If something's coming out of your butt and it's making a noise, that's funny.
You know, but like a cute little pig coming up.
And that's cute, but it's
still funny.
Funny is fart to me. Like there's nothing funnier than a fart.
Have you ever heard someone accidentally snort when they're laughing?
Yes.
Have you ever heard somebody accidentally fart when they're laughing?
Yes. Fart is funnier every time,
in my opinion. You're right. No, in that exact scenario, you're right.
It's funnier every
time. I
time.
totally said it thinking I was going to win, and then when I thought about it, I was like, you're right. A accidental fart while laughing is funnier.
There is nothing funnier to me than a fart. Any fart, any scenario.
Some can be kind of gross.
No, they're gross. They're always gross.
Yeah.
But I still think they're funny. Like, if Todd farts in the room
even
with
if
me,
it's a juicy, stinky one.
Oh yeah, like it's gross, and I'm like motherfucker, and I run away, but I still laugh till I cry. Like it is so funny. If I ever stop thinking farts are funny, kill me.
Okay, I
kill
promise.
Me.
I
Put
promise.
something in my drink. I don't.
You won't even know it's
life
happening.
Life won't be worth living if I don't think farts are funny. They're always funny. I just listened to our some of our favorite comedians, Slap City podcast. Oh, yeah. They were just having this conversation on their most recent podcast, and they said the same shit. And I was like, they're so right. Like they'll like record each other farting and play it back on the podcast, and I die laughing. It's so funny.
Should we do that?
Probably. I don't know. I don't know why we're not doing it right now. It's so fucking funny. Or what we should do is just record our farts and text it to each other. Yeah. That would make my goddamn day. If I don't have to be there to smell it and I get to hear it and laugh.
That's true.
I'm in.
The sound is definitely funnier than anything else.
Have you seen the videos on TikTok and stuff where they're like, guess my fart?
Yes!
And then they, like, whoever's holding the phone or recording will fart. And a lot of times it matches.
That's the best
We might have
part.
talked about that before.
I don't think we have, actually.
I love it.
Where it's like, guess my fart. Oh, okay.
And they'll go, and then they'll fart, and it sounds a lot like it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
That's a fun game.
Genius.
And the fact that so many people are playing that gives me faith in humanity, honestly.
Me too. Me too, because it'll be like a little stuck-up looking girl, and the guy will go, guess my fart, and she'll look and she'll play along.
Yeah.
She'll be like, me.
And then he'll be like, me.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, oh, got it.
And then they'll laugh. They'll have so much fun. Yeah. I love it.
Have you seen the people who try to cover their farts?
No.
Okay, I'll send you some videos of that one because those are pretty funny too.
Like cough and cover it up or what?
But then they always end up farting way louder than like the fart, or farting louder than the cough, or they'll try to drop a book to cover it, and then they're just like really loud, and the book doesn't even cover it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So this is a funny story I would like to share with you. One of our friends got married several years ago, and this person's stepdad was there. And he walked by, and he did a walk fart. So and he was like carrying a box or something, like supplies for the wedding or something. And he walked by. All of us were like sitting around, and we were like drinking or something. And he walked by, and he goes,
Walking farts are funny.
Yeah. So he walked by, and it's like he either fucking pranked us and thought it was hilarious to like crop dust us, or he just didn't know we heard it. And I think it was the second one because he was old as shit.
Yeah.
And he just walked by and did that. So we nicknamed him Lord John Fartington because his name was John. So that was his name. From then on, we dubbed him Lord John Fartington.
That's hilarious.
I fucking loved it. It was great. So now every time I see him, I'm like, he doesn't know we call him that, but.
Oh my God. I like that you call them the walking farts too, because that's exactly what I call them.
The walking farts. Yep.
It's hilarious.
Yep. It's a good one.
It's also pretty hilarious when people do it when they're sneezing accidentally.
Yeah.
A sneeze fart is hilarious.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Any fart. I feel like it's always women too who end up doing that one. I don't know why. I don't think I've ever seen a dude accidentally fart when they're sneezing, but I've definitely seen women do it.
Have you ever farted when you're throwing up? It's the worst. Like, it's so much pressure and you're like puking because you're sick. And then you like let a squeaker out and you're like, oh God, I'm the most disgusting piece of shit on planet Earth right now. I've done that. And I'm like,
I don't know if I
God.
have. It doesn't stand out in my memory, at least.
If you're having any sort of GI upset, it's like you want to just off yourself right there. I'm like, God, this is gross. I want to leave this room.
It's like, I'm so disgusting.
I know. Like,
I don't deserve to live.
I'm so gross. Oh, it's humiliating. Even if you're the only one in the room, you're like, God damn, I'm gross.
It's like I'm disgusting myself.
Too many bodily functions at once.
I have had food poisoning before where I've been vomiting and had diarrhea at the same time.
We call that the shook. That's a shit puke.
A shook.
We used to have a buddy long time ago. That was his move when he got drunk. He would shit puke. So we called it the shook.
Oh my God.
So he'd go in the bathroom and he'd have to like turn around and turn around and turn around.
Oh my God.
And hit the toilet.
It has never happened for me from drinking. It was literally, that's only happened to me. Actually, I think it's only been once.
Like food poisoning?
Yeah, literal food poisoning.
That sucks. Do you have to like get a trash can?
Yeah, that's what I did.
And sit on the toilet?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, that's exactly what you have to do. Just get like a bucket or something. So
just camp out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I think I had to sleep on my bathroom floor that night.
Oh God, that's
because I couldn't go to bed because it was like it was going to come out of one end.
Oh God,
that was a long time ago. But I don't remember what I got food poisoning from. But it
knock
was
on wood.
bad.
I'm gonna knock on all of the wood that I have
too.
by me right now. Even this snake.
Yeah,
that's just. I want to ward off all of the evil spirits.
Yeah. Oh, food poisoning is the worst.
It's so bad.
Mm-hmm. That was the worst I've ever had it.
Oh,
and it was like one time, and I don't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But it was horrible.
Gross.
And I also want to point out real quick, I'm looking at Ethyl, and it's pretty chilly down here in the dungeon. And I actually think her nipple might be harder than usual.
I mean,
my eye keeps going to it.
They are erect right now.
Super erect. And I think it looks more erect than usual. I can't get my eye off that nipple. It's
They're about to poke through that red dress.
Yeah. Jolly St. Dick is still erect, though.
Yep, Jolly St. Dick
He's not hiding.
Ready to go. Yeah. He is not the typical dick that will hide a little if it's cold out.
You think he should be in this episode?
We could get him in this episode.
Yeah, let's
Why
get him.
not? I'm going to grab him.
Yeah,
Hold,
grab him.
please.
Grab him. Ethyl, your boyfriend's going to join us.
Okay, I'm going to move Santa.
Good idea. It's not Christmas anymore.
And I'm going to stick it right here.
Perfect.
I'm going to do it sideways so it has a nice view of the shaft and the balls. There we go.
It looks so wet. It's so gross.
There we go. There it is. He's back. Jolly St. Dick is here to greet us.
Dicks are just as funny as farts.
They are. No, I agree. I have become known for drawing a dick any chance I get. Mm-hmm. When you came over, you saw one on my fridge.
Yeah, she has a little dick drawing with like marker on like paper, and she hung it on her fridge.
It's like it's a whiteboard thing on the fridge, like a magnet.
It was? I thought it was a piece of paper.
It's a magnet whiteboard, so you can just like erase it, and Todd will make lists on it, and then every chance I get, I'll draw a dick on it, and then I come back and he's erased it. And I'm like, fuck off.
Okay, I need to buy
my dick.
I need to buy a whiteboard.
Oh yeah, and if I go to like a friend's house and they have one, guess what's going on it?
Oh yeah, a dick.
Every time.
Every time.
Love a dick.
Oh! Now I remember what I was going to say.
What?
It finally just popped in. We were talking about dicks. Okay, the dicks reminded me.
Okay.
Since you were crocheting, it reminded me, you could probably learn how to make little crochet dicks.
Oh, that's right. That's amiguri. That's the same thing as the little stuffed animals. It's basically you like crochet a round thing and then stuff it with stuffing, like a stuffed animal, and then close it up.
Yeah,
so
if you guys remember that episode that I sent Nikki some pictures of crochet
little
dicks,
crocheted colorful dicks,
and I didn't buy one for her, and then she was very upset.
She fucked it up. But I could crochet my own dicks.
Yeah,
that's a great idea. I'm excited.
And you could probably sell those.
I probably could. I'm excited.
Well, maybe you guys might get a Gory gift shop at some
point.
Ooh,
that's a good idea.
We could sell some Gory candles.
What if we did a giveaway and we did a little crochet keychain dick giveaway? Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good idea.
That's a good one.
Maybe a little candle dick would be cool.
Oh, yeah. It would be cool.
'Cause you could light the little head.
You could light the head.
Uh-huh.
You'd have to like put it on a plate or something. So when it melted.
Oh, that's easy enough to do.
Yeah.
And there's also a lot of shaped candles too, and that you just need a little candle holder for. But
you could put it on one of the like pedestal candle holders. Like here's your dick on a pedestal.
Yeah,
that'd be good.
Oh, I like the idea of a Gory gift shop too.
I do too.
We could do like a
we
giveaway
could sell our
with
crafts,
some, and then set up a little website of the Gory gift shop, and you guys can.
Oh shit!
If you wanted to buy some of our Gory crafts that we made,
that'd be good.
That'd be fun.
That'd be really good.
I like that. That's a future goal. I like that for 2024.
That is a good goal. And we could maybe have some shirts with our logo on it or something.
Yeah, we definitely need to do that here at some point. At least some
just
shirts or even like a
black
cup or
shirt.
something.
Oh yeah, like coffee mug.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, we definitely need to get some Gory hole shirts.
Fuck yeah. I'm excited.
I'd like for us to have those for when we go on the trailer trash tammy cruise.
That'd be good.
Did I say that right? Trailer.
Trash
Thank you. Trailer trash Tammy.
Yeah.
Tongue twister. We're going on her pontoon party cruise.
In March. April?
Yeah, March. It's coming up. It's gonna be here before we know it.
Yeah.
So we would definitely need some Gory hole t-shirts to take to that.
That's a good idea.
Even though it might be hot, but you could trim them into tank tops.
You could crop them.
Yeah, you can
or
crop
something. I don't know.
Tear the sleeves off. Or something.
Well, I mean, we'd fit in better if we tore the sleeves off.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
I mean, you kind of have to tear the sleeves off.
Yeah.
To look real white trash.
You're right.
So, I'm in.
All right.
What's next?
Let's see. One moment, please.
I'm holding. Just keeps me hanging on.
Talked about that. Okay, let me see. I'm going to try real quick to see if I can get this one little news story to pull up.
Okay.
That I was telling you about.
Okay. There's a funny news story that Jenny wants
It's really
to
not
tell me
funny.
about. Oh, is it tragic?
Kind of.
Sad? Is it gory?
Okay.
Okay.
So, this is like about a week ago. There were some dudes over in the Northland. So Northland, Kansas City is maybe 25 minutes from where we live.
Yeah.
Give or take. There were 3 men who were found dead behind a house. They went over to their friend's house on Sunday to watch the Chiefs game. So this was not this past Sunday for us, probably like
Was
Sunday
it the
before.
really, really cold weekend?
Uh-huh.
Oh, God.
Right before all the snow and everything. The person who owned the house went to bed.
Oh, shit.
And later, one of the guy's fiancés came looking for her fiancé, and the 3 guys were dead in the backyard. And the friend had no idea.
No. What happened?
They don't know yet.
Oh, my God. That wasn't obvious?
Apparently not. No, they're kind of wondering if it was like a drug thing.
And then they just like froze to death out there?
Maybe. That's what the guy who owns the house is saying. So police said 3 men were found after a woman went searching for her fiancé on Tuesday night. They've been gone since Sunday. Their cars were still in front of the guy's house, but he didn't notice that they were like dead in the backyard. Okay?
So wait a minute.
Okay.
This dude, the homeowner, had 3 dead bodies in his backyard and he didn't fucking know it for 2 days?
Correct.
I know. That feels fishy.
Yep. And the woman who went there, she broke into the house because she couldn't find her fiance and she was worried. So she went around to the backyard, broke into the house, broke into the basement, and found a body on the back porch. And then the other 2 guys were in the backyard.
Okay. This motherfucker knew something. He didn't notice people just in the backyard / on the back porch.
Okay. Now, one thing I will say.
Come on.
Because I feel like I would have at least noticed their cars were still out front.
Yeah. Like,
bare minimum, I would have noticed that.
No shit.
That Monday and Tuesday was when we got pummeled with snow. So they might have been covered in snow where he may not have seen them. That's the only thing I've seen.
Still aren't possibly gonna see a body on your back fucking porch.
No, I agree.
And if the cars are there, aren't you gonna like look around a little? That seems fishy to me.
And he told the police that his friends froze to death. So he apparently knew they were there. And it's
but
just
for
like
2 fucking days, that's incriminating to me.
Yeah.
If you say they froze to death.
Yeah.
So you're saying that you knew they froze to death.
Yeah.
And you didn't fucking say anything? I don't know.
It's pretty weird.
I don't know about that. That's creepy.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
So they've all been like identified and stuff, and I think right now that's still kind of unsure what exactly happened.
Okay.
Like they're waiting on like autopsy and toxicology reports.
Toxicology takes a long time, like weeks.
I think you're right, because I think they said that in like the article that it was going to be probably at least 2 weeks before we knew anything. And so right now I think it's been about 8 weeks since
Holy
this
shit!
happened.
3 dudes together froze to death.
1 dead on your back porch, 2 dead in your yard.
Wow.
And their cars are still in front of your house, and you just don't know that they're there, but you know that they froze to death.
And like, how did no one else? I mean, I guess if it was really snowy, people weren't out and about. But like, I want to know about this neighbor situation. Was he super far away from neighbors? Like, nobody saw these bodies back there?
Apparently not.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah. Like I was
Unless it's really secluded.
Ryan and I were talking about this because it did snow a lot that Monday
did.
and Tuesday.
It did.
It was covered.
Yeah.
But I was still thinking, I was like, I still need to run my dogs outside. I feel like I still would have noticed. Like I was kind of trying to give him the benefit of the doubt because of all the snow. I was like, maybe he didn't actually know they were back there and they got covered.
If they went to like, you know, like some properties are lined with trees. If let's say they like wandered off to the woods a little bit and then fell down and died, like, okay. But if one's on your back fucking porch.
Yeah, one was on the porch.
You could probably look out the window and see it. I mean, I don't know. That sounds a little fishy to me.
Yeah, I think so too.
Ooh, I'm interested in finding more out about that.
I bet once all the autopsy and everything. And I think the guy who owned the house, I think he like disappeared.
Ooh, that doesn't look good.
Or selling the house or something and kind of vanished.
That doesn't look good for him.
Yeah.
That's not good, bro.
Yeah.
Looking real guilty. Were they young people?
They were about our age, like 36, 37, 38.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay.
Just went to their friend's house to watch the Chiefs game.
Shit.
And
also, why did homegirl wait 2 days to go look?
Good question.
Your fiance doesn't come home. Yeah, he doesn't come home, and the car's not missing. It's just still at the buddy's house. Like, look, like what took you so long?
I guess she kept trying to call him, but
and he didn't answer. That's also creepy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, if Ryan was like, "I'm coming home tonight," and is like middle of the night, I'm gonna be out. I'm looking already for out. Him. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking for you
for sure.
Like, I'm not gonna just take a chance.
Oh, that's so creepy. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so we'll keep you guys posted on that story.
Speaking of that, so that was, what was the Chiefs game? Was that on New Year's? The Chiefs game where it was like polar fucking vortex and dudes were out there with their shirts off?
Yeah.
Fuck that noise.
The last Chiefs game was the coldest Chiefs game in history.
Was it that one?
It wasn't that. It was the one before that one.
Okay.
So I think this technically happened
2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, something like that.
January. Hang on.
Because wasn't there one on New Year's Eve?
There was.
Because that one was really fucking cold.
That one was too. Yeah.
And then there's one the next weekend, and it was like on TV. Well, I didn't.
I think this one was maybe January 7th.
Okay. Yeah, because that was a really cold weekend. That was part of the time when it was like -20.
And the one this very past weekend, which I think was technically on Saturday. That was the coldest Chiefs game in history. Okay. And people were still out there without their fucking shirts on.
How are you not dead? Like, I don't understand. I imagine a lot of people went to the hospital because they would show, like, I was watching clips. I don't watch Chiefs games or football, but I was seeing clips online, like on social media, people would post, and they would show, like, at the stadium, them getting a bottle of water out of the cooler, and they would get it out, and it would immediately, like, turn to ice and just turn white. But these people are out there with their fucking shirts off.
And people paid like $20 for beers, and then like 5 minutes later, they were like frozen.
Ice cube. Yeah.
And that's how much beers are at Arrowhead. They're like $25 a beer.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, your nipples would fall off and die. They would. How? I don't understand. I don't understand how those people didn't.
Ryan almost went to that game.
Oh no!
And I was like, "Don't do it."
Why?
But then he kept messing with me. Like I think he was like kind of messing with me.
Yeah.
And I was like, "I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think you should go. I think it's fucking dangerous, and you're gonna die."
Yeah. That's a really bad idea.
If you're going to fight me on it, I'm not going to stop you. But
I feel like it would be an absolutely miserable time.
Yeah. I have been to one Chiefs game where it was freezing cold, and after that, I was like, never again.
It doesn't sound
And it
fun.
wasn't even close to as cold as it was this last game.
Oh, my God. It doesn't sound fun.
Yeah, I couldn't feel my toes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awful.
Ugh.
The things, I mean, I guess...
I heard they were letting people bring in a little square of cardboard to put their feet on because the concrete is so cold it like goes up through your shoes.
Yep, and you're allowed to bring in a blanket.
But no, you couldn't bring anything with like a zipper, so you couldn't bring a sleeping bag or anything.
No, you couldn't. No,
that's fucking stupid. Get out of here.
Yeah, just like a coat and a blanket.
You should be paying me to go to that game,
right?
And giving me all the materials I need. That's wild.
I know. I couldn't believe it. And the Chiefs head coach, Andy Reid.
Oh yeah, I saw his mustache.
His mustache froze.
I saw that.
It was a stash sickle.
A stash sickle.
Yeah.
I did see that.
It was so gross because part of me was like, how did that happen?
Well, it's probably just like the vapor from him breathing.
Yeah, like his runny nose or something.
Or probably that too. I mean, when it's cold, you get drippy. But like, I'm sure it's just part of it's just him breathing and it's like moisture.
Oh, that makes
sense.
It
freezes in the mustache and just look like literal icicle, like a broom with icicles on it.
It was cracking me up though, that whole game. I was like, look at that mustache.
It looked uncomfortable.
Yeah. I was like, I want to comb it. I want to just comb.
I want to comb it.
I want to take the comb and just comb out the sickles.
Yeah, the sickles.
The little mustache sickles. And I was like, it was bothering me. I'm like, please let me comb that. I want to comb that mustache. Because his mustache is pretty serious.
It is serious, and it's also his like trademark. There were people when it was still super pandemic time and everybody had to wear masks. There were people going to the games with those like it looked like his face with the little like what do I want to call that, like the microphone thing. The little, like earpiece that comes down to your mouth. So it was a mask with his mustache and then the microphone by his mouth. That was cute.
It was cute. Oh my God. Yeah, that mustache was cracking me up that whole game. And I was like, I can't believe people are out in this.
I don't understand why sports ball is important enough that they didn't reschedule that. Like, why not reschedule it? It's awful.
Yeah.
And fucking dangerous.
His mustache literally looked like it could be like snapped off of his face.
Yeah.
Like, snapped.
I mean, like helmets were breaking and shit. Like that's not good. And
even some of the football players had like short sleeves on. Some of them didn't even have that extra layer. And I was like,
I mean, can you imagine sweating because you're exerting yourself. You're doing things, but then it's just going to like freeze
on your body.
How uncomfortable. Okay. Anyway, we could talk about this forever.
I know.
What's next?
I am still kind of living for Taylor Swift being at the Chiefs games.
Yeah.
I love it.
You and everyone else.
Well, a part of me just needs to love it because so many people are talking shit on Taylor Swift.
Why?
For going to the Chiefs games.
Why?
Because she's a woman and people don't like women doing stuff and they needed to just bitch about them even though they're like the most powerful fucking woman in the world.
Everyone that thinks she's dumb for going to a Chiefs game, just go kill yourself.
Yeah. Just like they blame her that the NFL keeps putting her on TV. I'm like, that's not her fault. She's there watching
put
her
on
boyfriend.
TV because everyone wants to see her.
Mm-hmm. I want to see her at the game. I want to see what she's wearing.
I feel like everybody does.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's dumb.
I know. And people hate on her because she's become friends with Patrick Mahomes' wife.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
That they would become friends.
Because they sit up in their little rich person suite and talk. And
they're both supporting their dudes. And it's like, leave them alone. Just let them do their thing.
Yeah.
Don't talk shit on them. Just leave them alone. It's just like people always got to hate on women, It's
For sure.
It's horrible. Okay. How long have we been going?
About 45 minutes.
Okay.
Want to do topic?
Let's do topic. So we mentioned earlier, it is Nikki's birthday today.
Holler.
And I really liked her questions for Jenny. So we're going to do creepy questions for Nikki.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Get to my little screenshots here real quick. So we're going to see how dark and creepy and fucked up Nikki is.
Strap in, brothers.
Yep. On her birthday. So
I'm
let's
ready.
see. All right. One moment.
Uno momento.
I'm going to ask you a couple of the same ones.
Okay.
Because some of them you didn't answer. So.
Okay.
First one.
Ready.
If someone you loved committed a gruesome murder, would you help them cover it up?
Oh, God. That is a hard one. I think... yes. I mean, if they were just like... If they just turned into a piece of shit human and were like murdering people for no good reason, no. But if it was like a crazy accident and Todd was like, oh...
That's what I was about to say.
I accidentally hit a person. I'm going to go to jail. And then like... Yeah, I probably would.
Unless we dump this body. I'm like, all right, I'm in.
And it's like a movie plot. Yeah, I probably would. If they were a true piece of shit and were starting to like serial kill sex workers or something and got off on it, I'd be like, nah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on the situation. But
yeah.
I would if it were the right situation.
That's true, yeah.
Because you know how a lot of serial killers just like prey on sex workers?
That's true, yeah.
That's like a thing.
It is, yeah, you're right.
They think they're doing a duty by cleaning up the streets.
Stupid.
I don't know. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts about that lately is why I said that. Okay.
All right, next one. Would you rather be eaten alive by wolves or eat another human alive?
Alive?
Uh-huh. You be eaten alive by wolves or
Shit.
you eat a person alive?
That's a hard one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could eat a person alive, but that's easy to say when I'm not like starving to death. Ugh, that's a hard one. I
guess eating a person alive, can you cook them alive and then eat them? So I feel like that makes a difference.
I don't know, because if you cook them when they die, I don't know.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think I'm going to go wolves eating me, because I'm hoping that they would just like rip my throat out and I would bleed out fast.
I think that's what I would pick too.
Yeah.
All right, next one. How often do you think about death?
Pretty frequently.
I do too, yeah.
I feel, yeah. And it's like, especially lately, as I'm approaching my birthday, I think about it quite a bit. I don't know, like, well, okay. So I've had like a couple pets die in the last several months. So I've been like grieving.
Yeah.
So that makes it more, so yeah, a lot, especially lately. A lot.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you think death by drowning or death by electrocution would be more painful?
Ooh.
That's
I think
a tough one.
it is a tough one, but if it's a high enough voltage for the electrocution, I think you would just pass out.
Yeah, I feel like that would be pretty instant.
I hope. I think drowning would be painful, and you'd be like conscious enough that it would be really terrifying.
I think so too.
For a long enough time.
That's one of my biggest fears.
Yeah,
I think
I think electrocution, and I would hope that it would be like super high voltage, so you would just be knocked.
So you think drowning would be more painful?
Drowning would be more painful. Okay. Yes, I think.
I think I agree.
That's my guess.
You.
Okay.
Would you rather murder 3 innocent children or watch 3 of your loved ones die in front of you? That's a tough one.
It is so hard. Dude.
I know. You kind of left the worst one.
I know. Oh, God. Would I rather murder 3 innocent children or watch 3 of my loved ones get killed in front of me?
Yep.
Oh, that's so hard. I gotta be selfish, I think. I gotta be...
I mean, if you're choosing the death...
Am I gonna live with myself either way? I don't think so.
Probably not.
I mean,
but one thing is if you're the murderer, you could at least make it a quick death.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't know how your loved ones are going to die. They could be tortured.
That's so true. I think I'm going to be selfish. I think I have to.
Because I think I would probably pick that too because of the fact I could at least make it quick, painless. Maybe where they're not even expecting it.
God damn, that's hard. But yeah, I think that's what I'd do.
Okay. I'm going to ask you this one, even though this is one you asked me.
Okay.
What's the meanest thing that you ever hoped happened to someone?
Oh, slow death of cancer.
Oh, that's right. You did say
I
that.
answered that.
I forgot.
Elderly fuck.
I know. We discussed this. So I'm elderly.
Yes.
I guess for some reason I kind of thought you might think, I don't know. Never mind. Would you rather eat a chunk of a human heart or an entire human eye?
I read that one earlier, and I've decided I would rather eat a chunk of heart because it's just muscle. So I feel like you could pretend it was a piece of steak or something, and an eyeball would be like gooey and clearly not a piece of meat you're supposed to eat. Yeah. So that's my reasoning. I think if it were a chunk of heart, that makes perfect sense,
and that's exactly what I would have said.
You wouldn't even necessarily know it was a chunk of heart.
Yeah.
Especially if it were cooked.
I agree. I don't know if I want to ask you this one. This might be a little too personal.
Oh.
Have you ever had the urge to jump in front of a car?
No.
You know, I've never had the urge, but I do sometimes get those intrusive thoughts where I'm like, what if I did that?
Do you ever do that? Like, well, if I get an intrusive thought like that, it's more like I'm driving and I'm like, what if I just eat?
Yeah. I do that all the time.
Yeah, and I never would.
Yeah.
But that like weird thought comes in your head and you're, I don't know.
Just a weird intrusive
I've never
thought.
had one of jumping in front of a car.
I've, at times when I'm like maybe cutting vegetables or something, have been like, what if I just cut my pinky off?
Aren't people weird? Like, our brains are so fucking weird.
Like, why did I think
They're
that?
so
like,
weird.
why did I even think about doing that?
We're so weird.
Yeah.
And like, that's not even, I feel like that a lot of people do that.
Oh, they do.
Like, brains are weird. Why do we do that?
So I would definitely say no. I've never had the urge to jump in front of a car, but I do definitely get intrusive thought where I'm like, what if I did it?
Yep.
What would happen?
I've heard people
would
say,
it be worth it? What would happen? Would I die? Would I survive?
I've heard people say that about heights. Like, that's why they're afraid of heights, because they get the intrusive thought to like, well, what if I jumped off of the building or the bridge or whatever? And I haven't had that, but I know people close to me that are like, that's why I don't like heights, because I'm afraid that something in me is going to be like, well, what if I just jump off?
Oh my God. Real quick, I just want to throw this in here.
Yeah.
I'll get back to your questions in just one second. But I am not usually one that is scared of heights. For the most part, it doesn't really bother me. Occasionally,
like, I don't really.
It can.
Yeah.
But not really. For some fucking reason, my fucking TikTok algorithm is torturing me.
Oh.
And for some reason, I keep getting videos of people jumping out of planes.
Ooh.
And it's like really good footage. And it feels like I'm falling out of a plane. And I've gotten
like elevator stomach.
I'm like, oh God, oh no,
Yeah.
why? I gotta watch it again. Oh, why did I do that?
I gotta watch it again.
I mean, but I hate it. It really makes me feel like I'm falling out. Yeah, elevator stomach.
Yep.
I've never heard that
Elevator stomach.
called that. Is that like a technical?
Makes you feel like you're.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm like, why did this happen to me? I don't want to watch these, but it fucking scares the crap out of me.
Yep.
And I'm not even scared of heights.
It's something weird in our like DNA that wants to like experience that jolt of, what do I want to call it? Like that jolt of cortisol. They're like, ooh, what if? Like, I experience this weird, like, adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
And you don't know what's going to happen. And I don't know, there's something about that. And it's so interesting to me because that is a common thing.
It is.
It's weird, right?
It is so weird. All right. Moving on.
Okay.
If you witnessed a murder, would you go to the cops or keep your mouth shut?
Cops.
Yeah.
For sure. Like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah. I guess it would depend. If somehow, for some reason, I knew like the murderers, I probably wouldn't even know this. So I would probably automatically go to the cops every single time. But if I knew for some reason that the murderers would hunt me down or hunt my family down for snitching.
Yeah.
If somehow I knew that, I don't know how I would know that.
Yeah. That's fair.
But,
if you were afraid for your safety.
That would be the only time I probably wouldn't.
Okay.
But I don't even know how I would know that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So this is a good segue to a little story real quick. I don't think I've talked about this on here. I was on a jury trial for murder. I was on a jury for a murder trial.
Really?
Several years ago. When was this? It was probably like 2016, 2017, something like that. 2015, I don't know. Something around there. And I thought it was the most interesting fucking thing ever. So I was called for jury duty, and I went, and I found out it was a murder trial, and I was like, I want to be on the jury. Like, you know, everyone wants to get out of it. I was like, nope, I want to do this.
If I knew it was a murder thing, I would want to be on it.
Oh, it was so fucking interesting. It was amazing. But also, it was like really emotionally taxing because I went, and it only took a couple days. I think it was 2 days maybe.
Oh,
it was really quick. It was really quick. So I don't know if you remember this, but it was like I said, like mid-teens, something like that. And I think it's Independence. Coco Key is like a
I know.
Do you remember that? It's like an indoor water park / hotel. There was a murder there.
Oh.
It's closed down now. But it was like a little kid's birthday party, and the dad of one of the little kids was there, and this was like a super ghetto dude. He had a gun in his pants, and he had some beef with somebody there, and they got into a little tiff, and it was like in the foyer of this like hotel / water park thing.
Right.
So there's like 2 sets of doors, and they were in between, kind of like almost outside. So there's like security footage of them at the door. You could clearly see this guy pull the gun out and shoot the other person. Like, it is on video. You could see it happen. And his defense was it was self-defense. And so these grown-ass men are bringing guns in their pants to like a child's birthday party and shooting each other, and one of them died. So, and then in the trial, they showed pictures of like the dead body, and they had doctors come and talk about, this was certainly his like cause of death. And it was it was interesting, but also really weird, because I had to suck all this in and sit there and watch it, and you like absorb this negative energy from the whole thing.
Yeah.
So like I saw the guy, and then his whole family's there, and you could just tell they're like fucking staring daggers at the jury.
Yeah.
And so that I was kind of afraid of that for a second. Like, I have to walk to my car in this fucking parking lot.
What if
later.
they hunt me down?
They all know what I look like, because I'm sitting here in this jury box for hours.
Right.
So I was terrified. Like, there's part of me that was like, what if they follow me to my car? But nothing ever happened. I mean, that was a weird time, but it was really fucking interesting.
Oh, I would love to serve on a murder case.
Yeah, it was like a live like SVU or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was wild. And like the lawyer, the prosecuting attorney was so like, he was like a little like bulldog, and he was so like animated and dramatic, and like I was like, are you in a movie right now, sir? It was wild. It was so wild. But
that'd be fun.
Part of me was afraid of that. Like,
what's
to stop one of these family members or acquaintances in this courtroom from following me to my car in the parking garage and
seeing where I live and killing me for helping send their loved one to jail
And he was found guilty, and he went to jail.
Crazy.
It was crazy, but he was clearly guilty.
Yeah.
Like, you could see him do it. And he was like, well, he was going to shoot me first. And we're like, but he didn't have a gun on him, sir.
Yeah. Sound like he just wanted to go on a water slide.
It was wild. Yeah. And I can talk about it now because it's been over for years.
Yeah.
You know, they tell you not to talk about it when you're
yeah.
But yeah.
And don't you have to be like...
we weren't sequestered.
Yeah.
Where they make you like... For certain cases,
you
have to be. You like cannot go talk to him. I was allowed to go home and all that. Like, it wasn't that high profile, and it was so fast. It was only, like I said, a couple days. I think I had to go one day for jury selection and the like beginning stuff, and then one full day I think of court, and then we deliberated for like an hour. It was fast.
Like, everybody was like, guilty. Yeah, we're all in agreement. Like, this motherfucker did it
very clearly. Like, it was a terrible defense, and it was just like grasping at straws. But
right.
Yeah, it was no good.
That's a good story.
I
don't think you told that on here before.
Okay, good.
All right. Oh, come on. My phone's like, that's not
phone gave up.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. What's the creepiest thing you've ever done when you had a crush on someone?
I'm probably gonna have to think back to like middle school. Damn. Creepiest thing I've ever done when I had a crush on someone. God, I can't even think. I mean, I remember doing the like teenage girl thing of writing the guy's name 1,000 times in a notebook or something.
Yeah.
I don't think I really did anything super creepy. That's probably the, like, you know, the little freaking teeny bopper stalker shit where you just write the name 1,000 times, or like doodle, like your name with their last name.
Never followed him home or anything?
No, I never did anything like that.
I think what I would probably say the creepiest thing I've ever done, but I feel like everybody's done this, is maybe just like social media stalk them and go look at pictures of them or something. Like, maybe
that when I like Todd and I have been together so long, we didn't really have social media before I was with Todd, so I didn't really have that opportunity. I probably would have.
Oh yeah.
If social media were a thing when I was in like middle school, but we didn't really have that yet, so I don't.
I'm trying to think if I could have like really. Man, I could think of stuff my friends did.
Like what?
I remember one friend like went to the guy's house in the middle of the night to leave a note on his windshield.
No.
Uh-huh.
That is not good.
Because I drove her. That's how I know.
You enabled her.
I did. She was like, I want to drive over to his house and put a note on his windshield.
Did she leave it anonymous, or did he know it was her?
I don't even know what was in the note.
Oh, that's creepy.
Oh, but here's the fun part. I backed into the neighbor's car when we were leaving.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Did you hit and run?
No. I left my phone number and stuff.
That's good.
I got in trouble, but it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, I never really did anything like that. I was too shy.
I had friends do some weird things, though.
Okay.
Now that I remember friends driving up to, like, guys' workplaces and, like, watching to see if they were, like, going out on break and stuff.
Creepy.
And
that's stalkerish. But, I mean, teenage girls will do anything.
Yeah. I remember even some boys like that I was friends with doing that with like girls, like being like, "Look, I found this like online about her or something." And he's like, "I was looking at her friends page, and what do you think of this picture?" Or been like, "Oh my god, I accidentally liked her picture from like 2 years ago."
Yeah,
yeah, that's like the worst way to get caught.
Yeah,
being creepy.
Yeah,
doing something stupid like that.
Yeah, I didn't really.
I didn't have a lot of my friends doing stuff like that, but
I had something like that happen to me one time when I was working. I worked at Applebee's when I was a teenager.
I remember
and that. I came out to my car. My first car was a Ford Festiva. It was a piece of shit. It was like a 1988 or 87 or something. Ford Festiva. And I went out there and it was covered in ketchup. And these boys I went to high school with just like came and put ketchup all over my car. And so when I went out there, I was like, God damn it. And then I can't remember how I found out, if they were like waiting for me and I saw them or what exactly happened. But I remember being like, oh, that was Fuckface and Fuckface's friend. And I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Tweedledee and Tweedledumbass.
Like they were clearly like stalking me at work and like, you know, I don't know, there's probably some lusting there. But I was like, you guys are fucking assholes. This isn't funny.
I have to go wash my car.
Like wash my car.
Yeah. I'm so impressed.
Yeah, I know, right? Now I really want you.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Was that big when you were in high school? It was like tagging people's cars?
Yeah. It was huge.
We used to do that all the time. That was like our Friday nights. Me and like 2 or 3 girls would go driving around and go to like different people's houses and just like trash people's cars.
Yep. Or TP. Did you ever TP a house?
Uh-huh.
Oh God, yeah. We would do that shit.
Yeah.
Just to like fuck with people. Like, look what all the shit you have to clean up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. We would
I was like, it's so stupid.
Uh-huh.
Like, why did we do that?
Uh-huh. Really dumb. Yeah.
Damn. All right.
Kids.
Dumb kids. Where am I? Have you ever had a dream about killing somebody?
I don't think so. I've had a dream that I've been killed. I don't think I've had a dream that I've killed somebody. No.
I feel like I have, but I don't remember really. I feel like if I say yes or no, it's going to be wrong.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, we won't know.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think I have.
Okay.
I don't think so.
If you were asked to film a new horror movie, what would the plot be?
I like a traditional haunted house horror movie.
I love those too.
Yeah, I think it would be, if I was asked to film it or be in it. Is it film it?
I think you just need to come up with the plot.
Okay, so it would be, I think, a traditional haunted house scary movie.
Yeah.
And I would try to throw some unique jump scares in. I love jump scares. I fucking love them. So like when you're not expecting it, you like throw the popcorn and shit. I love that. So I would try to incorporate some unique and unexpected jump scares. Okay. I also really like when the soundtrack to a good horror movie is like, you know, you can picture like the violin just going, yeah, like the really good, like on the edge of your seat, and it like makes you anxious.
Yeah.
I want to make the watcher feel that anxious energy.
Oh, I dig that too.
Because that's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Okay. I have 3 more.
Okay.
If you killed someone, how would you get rid of the body? I'm not going to lie. I've thought about this.
Really?
If I had to kill somebody, how I would get rid of the body. Ryan and I have had discussions of how we would get rid of bodies.
I'm trying to think of good movies I've seen where they got rid of the bodies. I feel like one of the best ways I've seen that seems plausible is like dissolving it in acid, like a la...
Or was it lye? Is that what it is?
Yeah, maybe.
Because that dissolves like bone and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
what's the shit they used in Breaking Bad? Like they dissolved some bodies and they would just like put them in a barrel and it would dissolve them, and then they would just have like a barrel of goo and they'd go like bury it. Gross. Something like that would probably be good because I feel like there'd be no identifying.
Yeah.
Right? So you could probably get away with it.
You know what eats absolutely everything and anything?
Piggies?
Yep.
Oh, so you could like, they'll eat the bones and stuff? Mm-hmm. But do they digest the bones?
Supposedly.
Huh. They can chew up the bones.
That's what I've heard. I've never seen it.
Huh.
But I've
heard people like feeding bodies to farm animals and stuff, but I feel like there's got to be some bone remnants that they can identify.
I feel like I would try to find just like a perfectly hidden spot and probably just go burn them.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And then just like scatter ashes.
That would be
personal
hard.
Cremation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if I had to.
Yeah. Sure.
I feel like that's just like the easiest way.
I picture like, you know, like if I've watched a movie and like pictured like I'm a battered housewife. I've been a battered housewife for 30 years and this motherfucker is going to kill me if I don't kill him first. So
right.
Like something like that. And then I've like thought about, well, okay, how would you do it? How would you get away with it? Mm-hmm. And that
you just never know when a body's going to fall into your lap.
You're so right.
Yeah. And how do you get rid of it?
You're so right.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, because you got to be so careful. Mm-hmm. They can do anything with like a strand of hair or a fingerprint or anything you leave behind. Yeah. A little piece of your shirt. So you got to have a plan
in place just in case.
Yeah, you do, man. Yeah, that's all I got. I mean, I feel like you'd have to do
definitely wouldn't
something.
Bury them.
No, that's dumb.
Yeah, they're going to find
them. Unless you have a piece of equipment that can bury them deep enough that no one will ever find it, no animal will ever dig it up, which is pretty unrealistic.
Yeah.
I'd like put them, you know, like the movies, sometimes they'll put them under like concrete. They'll like bury them and then there's like a construction site. And the next day there's a big patio being poured and, they're under there.
That's a pretty great idea.
That's a good one because, you know, no animal's ever going to dig it up. It won't stink. Nobody's going to look under there.
Mm-hmm. Nobody's going to rip up a pool that everybody's enjoying.
Right. Something like that.
For so-and-so.
Mm-hmm. And if they do, it's going to be enough years later, you'll probably be dead or, you know.
Like, got away with it. Sorry, bitch.
Yeah. What are you going to do now? Yeah. Yeah, that's all I got.
I know. Ryan and I have this hypothetical conversation all the time. Like, how would you get rid of a body? Like, if you had to. I definitely wouldn't leave it on my back porch. But
no shit.
Yeah, like, he didn't do anything. He just left
the
back
porch
there.
In the snow. Right. The snow's going to melt eventually, motherfucker. Oh, God.
All right. Okay. Here's the last 2.
Okay.
If you came back as a ghost, whose life would you make a living hell? You got anybody you would do that to?
So I'd have to haunt them and scare the shit out of them and make it a living hell.
I mean, just if you wanted to.
I feel like I'd want to come back and be with somebody I liked more than coming back and spending time on making somebody like hate their life. But let me think. Do I hate anybody that much? Ugh.
I know we don't talk politics, but I can definitely think of some politicians I'd probably want to do that too.
Yeah. I guess.
Not even saying names, but I'm just saying
I guess like if you just had unlimited time. You're a ghost.
Yeah.
You have infinite time. It doesn't matter if you spend a bunch of time harassing somebody because you also have infinite time to go like hang out with people you love.
You could go harass somebody who you fucking hate, and then you could go snuggle with whoever you want at the end of the night and be like, okay, this is a good day.
Well, in that case, like there's probably a lot of like, I would go fuck with a lot of like child molesters in prison on death row. I'd go fuck with them. I would like any sort of, there's a lot of really fucking terrible serial killers and woman beaters that are still in prison and on death row.
Rapists.
Yep. We could go fuck with them. I would do that. Yeah. So there's not like any one person that comes to mind, but I would spread my ghost time over a bunch of assholes. Yeah. Is what I would do.
That's a good one.
Because if you have infinite time, which supposedly you do.
And then maybe that one person who did cut you off, you can at least go like run them into a wall real quick.
Oh God. Yeah.
You know? Be like, haha, found you, and then accidentally just pull them right front of a wall so they smack their nose really good and be like, okay, you're done.
I'd at least
you cut me off. I ran you into a wall. Even Steven.
I'd go give them a wet willy while they're trying to fall asleep.
There you go.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Boom, bitch. That's what I would do.
Just make them scream and shit themselves in public. Yes. That would be a good one.
That'd be so good.
Where you just like jump up in front of them and look terrifying. They shit their pants and they're like.
And then they're like, did anybody see that? And they're like, no.
And everybody just thinks they're crazy. And they go viral for being the person who shit their pants.
Yep.
And you can be like, We're even.
I'm in.
Mm-hmm. That would be good.
Right?
That'd be fun. Really good.
That'd be really fun. I'd
want to be a ghost now. Is that weird?
I'd be debaucherous as a ghost.
All right. Here is the last one.
Okay.
Would you rather have an arm hacked off or a leg?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. An arm hacked off or a leg hacked off? Shit. I think I'd go arm.
Really? I think I'd go leg.
I think I'd go arm because mobility would be way easier with two legs, and you could learn to do pretty much anything with one arm. With one leg and two arms, your mobility is always going to be an issue. Like you can
pretty much still do anything you want. You can cook, you can do crafts, you can hold books, you can open doors.
I still think I'd rather be more mobile and have one arm.
See, I really think I want my hands.
You'd go the other way?
Because I could always get like a prosthetic leg.
I mean, you can get a prosthetic anything.
Or a wheelchair.
But you want to be sitting down the rest of your life?
No, but I could switch between the two. One day I could put on my little prosthetic.
Okay.
Another day, if I'm just like, you know what, tired, gonna roll around today.
I think I'd rather have both legs than one arm. I really do.
I don't think I could deal with one
My
arm.
maternal grandmother was born with one arm. Well, she had one full arm and then like a stump to her above her elbow. She was born like that.
Born like that.
She was a twin. She was an identical twin, and her twin had both full arms, but she had like a stump on one side and then a full arm on the other. Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
Yeah. So I grew up. Well, I didn't spend a bunch of time with her, but I always remember her like putting stuff under her stump. Like she'd grab
putting stuff under her.
Yeah, she'd like grab her purse and just like meep under her little stump.
That's so cute.
And yeah, it was cute.
Honestly, I mean, it would be depressing to lose a leg or an arm.
Absolutely.
But I feel like almost anybody could learn to adapt.
Absolutely.
With any of those.
Yeah, for sure.
Even though it might be depressing.
But especially if you were young enough and could like heal up enough and still be active enough and like kind of healthy.
Yeah.
If you're super old and have diabetes and start losing limbs, it's over for you.
Yeah.
It's no good because you can't really bounce back. I've seen it. It's no good.
Yeah, I'm sure. All right. You have anything else?
I don't think so. It's a good one.
I guess a couple quick things.
Okay.
One pig. It's so cute.
Piggy Q is oinkin'.
He's got a lot to say. He's like, this is how I feel about those questions. And you know what we haven't done in a couple episodes?
What?
I would love to hear the bullshit button.
I was just thinking that. Let's bullshit button it. Okay, here we go.
Let's do it.
Attention, the bullshit meter has detected major BS. Confirmed. That's definitely some bullshit.
Definitely some bullshit.
Confirmed.
Jolly St. Dick is over there.
Jolly St. Dick is here. Let's give it one last
little
waggle. It's just
Ethel's
great.
hair looks really cute.
Ethel's hair looks good. Yeah,
we put it in a messy bun today.
We didn't talk about her mustache last episode.
I know.
She had
you guys have to go
mustache.
watch. Yeah, at least go peek in on the YouTube.
Yeah. If you're not
hit
watching,
play
you're missing out.
at least once.
Yep.
Because even if you don't finish the episode, at least hit
counts
play.
as a view.
Yeah, if they hit play, that counts as a view.
Nice.
So just go hit play.
Do it.
And go check out the mustache.
You gotta see
You're like, well,
Ethel's
I already
mustache.
listened to it, but I do want to see Ethel.
You gotta do it.
Just hit play.
She has hot nips and a mustache.
Yeah.
With no icicles in it.
Mm-hmm. And today she's got kind of a nerdy look. She's got a scarf on, messy bun, and
glasses. No mustache today.
No mustache today.
That was last
She
week.
has kind of a cute little smart girl look.
Yeah. A little librarian look.
Yeah, I dig that look.
Yeah.
I always have. I dig a hot librarian look.
She has I think her number one fan, I don't know his real name, but I know his screen name on Instagram. He is in love with her. And he's always like, I think it's 2005 Pillar.
Yeah.
I don't know his real name, but we love you, sir. And
he's the best.
Well, I don't know. He's a sir. I shouldn't have assumed that. I love you, person.
He is. No.
He's a sir?
Yeah.
Okay. And he's always like, if we posted a video of us like touching her, he'll go, hands off my woman.
Oh, and he's the one that made the AI thing that I sent you.
Oh, that's cool.
We forgot to talk about that.
That's him?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. He typed in what like a gory hole would look like into like an AI app. And his descriptions were funny too because he was like,
he sent a screenshot.
There needs to be blowjobs.
Yep.
There
a crooked politician, bloody. And then it like the AI thing would like just put a girl, and then he'd go, no, but put her behind a glory hole wall, and then so it would show her behind like a bloody hole in a wall. It was so good.
The pictures came out pretty damn good.
They did.
Okay, I'm sure we have his permission to share those, but I'll double check.
Yeah,
and if we do, I will share them on our Instagram
Perfect.
page.
Sounds good.
They're too good not to
This
share.
is an AI rendering of a gory hole. Love it.
And AI stuff, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Also, he has a really cute dog.
He does. I've seen his dog.
He posts pictures of his dog. Love it.
Yeah, we've got some good listeners. I
We
love
do.
our listeners.
Love you guys.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. All right. Are we? You think
I
we're
think so.
done?
Yep. We're good.
Yeah, it's getting
I'll
a little
stop talking.
chilly down here in the
pretty
dungeon.
fucking cold.
My hands are kind of starting to look
stiff.
like little 80-year-old hands. They're getting a little wrinkly and frigid.
I'm pretty cold.
Sorry.
You're right. Shit.
Saliva.
Jenny's cold and she's getting a cold. Boy, oh boy.
You were just swallowed and gone down the wrong pipe. That's what I did.
Yep.
Right it when I was about to.
Get a drink of your water.
I know.
There you go.
Just wanted to make sure I got the coughs out.
It happens
Piggy,
to the best
can
of
you
us.
take over for a second?
Piggy Q's here to save the day. I'll play the bullshit button one more time while you get it together.
Perfect, thank you. Bullshit! That's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
Love it.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us in the Gory Hole Dungeon for this episode of the Gory Hole Podcast. Be sure to like, follow, share, and subscribe. We are at the Gory Hole Pod on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. Oh, and Threads. I keep forgetting to say Threads. We're on there.
Okay.
Nobody really seems to use that one that much.
Okay.
So I update it when I can,
Okay.
but not as much as the others.
Nice.
And if you have anything you want us to talk about, you have some creepy questions you want us to answer, you want to send us a happy birthday because we're both 39 now.
Yeah.
I mean, 29, right? Yeah,
29.
We're both 29.
Yeah.
Well, email us, thegoryholepod@gmail.com. And don't forget, hit that 5 stars wherever you listen to podcasts.
Yes, please.
Yes,
and
please.
you can follow Ethyl. I've not been great at keeping up on Ethyl's Instagram page at the Cold Ethel because January has been a fucking dumpster
We've
fire.
had kind of a shitty January.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to be better about doing that, and
Yes.
I can update her mustache pictures, and you can come look at them.
Yes. I'll do the same with her Twitter page.
Love it.
And our pages too, because like I said, we were sick, so I kind of fell off of
Just
updating social media. But
2024
you know what?
has
January
been-
fucking sucks. January is just a month that just shouldn't count.
agreed. It's been dicks.
It's been dicks.
Not gonna lie.
She's not lying. All right, guys, we will see you next week.
Okay, stay gory.
Bye, Gore Horse.
Bye.